When I think about collectibles, I like to think of them as survivors. Those rare items that were treated by collectors with the utmost respect and reverence, or the odd comic, video game, or baseball card that somehow avoided an attic cleanout. These items have survived social upheaval, wars, maturity, changing tastes, weather conditions, and somehow still present beautifully in the eyes of a collector. When I think of two collectibles that seem to have transcended their original purpose to almost achieve a Mona Lisa type status, I think of the Topps 1952 Mickey Mantle rookie card and Batman #1. Most of you already know the backstory to the 1952 Mickey Mantle card, but a lot of you don't know the backstory to Batman #1. Hungry for more superheroes after the success of Superman in Action Comics #1 in 1938, National Comics Publications, the future DC Comics, put out a call for more superheroes for their titles. Bob Kane and collaborator Bill Finger answered the call, and they delivered Batman, who made his debut in Detective Comics #27 in May of 1939. The dark and brooding story about millionaire playboy Bruce Wayne, who responds to the traumatic death of his parents by donning a cape and cowl and becoming a vigilante, proved wildly popular, and Batman received his own title in 1940. Batman #1 introduces both the Joker and Catwoman, two of Batman's most formidable foes, and an appearance by Hugo Strange that helped set the tone for Batman's non-lethal means of crime fighting. So you might be wondering, what does that have to do with Mickey Mantle's card? Separated by only 12 years, the 1952 Topps Mickey Mantle card and Batman #1 were two items that were almost certain to be relegated to the garbage bin. Golden Age comics, like the Batman #1, were printed on very, very cheap paper, and that paper wasn't intended to last more than a few years, let alone a few reads. When Mickey Mantle's card debuted in 1952, he was just a rookie from Commerce, Oklahoma. Few could have predicted the legend he would become both on and off the field. Similarly, nobody in 1940 could have predicted that Batman would become the star of comic books, television, and films whose cultural impact is still going strong well into the 21st century. Yet, some people did predict it. Collectors like Lamont Larson, who compiled the revered Larson pedigree, and men like Ken Goldin, they kept these comics and cards alive. They gave these comics and cards the respect they deserve, and thus they saved these treasures. The work these men put in yesterday is why Mantle's rookie card and Batman #1 are so desired by collectors today. To illustrate just how rare these items are, let me tell you a short story. Sometime during the 1950s, Cy Berger, the head of Topps, took the excess of the iconic 1952 line, put them on a barge, and dumped them in the Atlantic Ocean. Because of that, there are only 1,469 Topps 1952 Mickey Mantle cards in PSA's registry. And as for Batman #1, believe it or not, they're even more rare. There are only 130 universally graded copies of Batman #1 in CGC's registry, making them even scarcer than one of the most coveted cards in the hobby. So, the 1952 Mickey Mantle set the standard for all post-war cards, just as Batman #1 set the standard for all superhero comics. Though they are different mediums, both the Mantle card and Batman #1 has survived the test of time to become something even more significant. Scarce holy grails that are worthy of both our praise and preservation.